Good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
How you doing now?
Cool.
Looking sweet.
Where
have you? Listen down.
It's Black Music and you're welcome on the show.
Ọlọ́run ti ṣèlérí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá kò ní yẹ àìnígbàgbọ́ ló mú ẹ dára ròpin bí òkun fò tí ọ̀sàásá kò ti tàn wá láàyè ìgbàgbọ́ ni orísun ohun gbogbo Olúwa ayé yìí kò má lè.
Kelly Curry, welcome on the show.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you.
No, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
That's nice. Black music, what does it mean to you?
Well, I want to believe that black music is talking about celebrating our heritage, celebrating our color, celebrating our ideology, celebrating our culture. You know, so black music is all about the celebration of the black man.
That's wonderful. Can you hear that? That's really wonderful. You're coming from a group. I'm going to go to the basic. You know, first. Then we'll move on. You know, Infinity, lyrical. I learned that you did most of the composition with that group. Yeah. Is that why you break out to be on your own? Is that why you broke away from them?
No one can break away from the group because they write most of the song in the group. We were friends even before we started, you know, music together and we became colleagues and business partners. We were friends, and to some very good extent, I'm going to be as sincere with you as possible. We're still friends, you know. So I would not have left the group because I wrote most of the songs, and you would hear what I wrote most doesn't mean I wrote all. You see, so I mean I couldn't have even done anything without their support morally and, you know, otherwise. I'm a believer. I practice the presence of God. You know how I can just feel in my spirit that God is speaking to me, and I'll follow that voice. You know, I feel strongly that act is not restricted strictly for pastors. And so I have no apologies if I say to you that I was led, I was inspired. At the point that I left the group, I felt strongly that it was what God wanted me to do. I felt it was the right thing that I needed to do at the time. In retrospect, the right thing, is it the right thing for our lovers, people who loved us, our fans, people who wanted us together? Maybe not. The right thing for the group? Maybe not. You know, but it was the right thing for me to do at the time, yes, and I do. I don't have any regrets whatsoever. Yes, I do miss my guys. My parents were avid music listeners. My father would listen to songs ranging from Fuji, Juju, Akbala. He also loved reggae music. You know, there was a time in this country reggae was it. My mom loved country music a lot. It was my mother who introduced me to Ron Williams and Kenny Rogers, and I can still remember some of their songs. And that's the power of music. So I grew up listening to my grandfather from my mother's side is also a music lover, because my mom gave him this small radio. Remember those portable radios of those days? And so when Papa wants to listen to BBC, he calls me aside and say, oh, you know, let me come, let's, you know. And so you would hear music from around Africa. I was exposed to music, you know, of, you know, all those northern and eastern African music way back from when I was like maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. You know, so my background in music is such that I was exposed to different genre of music, and I'd wonder how these writers came about writing brilliantly. Fortunately, people say that of me today. It just goes to show that whatever it is you have passion about and you stay focused on it, you're going to improve on it, and that will happen. I mean, there was a time I used to be the one asking the question, how do you write the songs? But now people ask me.
Flowing like a liquor.
When I say get up,
how Yonibo. Let me take you into, because it was actually that music that brought me. I actually saw a young, you know what that means? In this era where people are running away from those kind of music, then you see a teenager, you know, listening to the album. I said, who is that? I said, listen, just come. And I was blew. In fact, you blew me away.
Thank you, man.
How did that song?
Okay, yes, I realize that there's a general ideology amongst the women folks that men cannot be faithful to one woman. And
Really?
yes,
So we are many.
yes, you guys are a lot, you know. And whereas there's a level of truth in that, I feel strongly that that idea has been planted in there, you know, by factors, of course, experiences and all of that, but it can be corrected. Because of the expectation of our women, our men too are getting very lackadaisical and useless and irresponsible. And I'm a man, and so I know if my woman does not expect me to be faithful, then I might as well just go ahead and be unfaithful. You know, so I feel strongly that's I needed to fight against that idea, both in the psychology of the women folk and even especially for the men, that men truly in the society haven't gotten any role model, someone they can look up to and say he's faithful to his wife. And so in the song, if you know the medieval African tales, you hear about Ijakba and his wife. You see all those African tales are folk tales by moonlight thingy. They are such that, I mean, if you just like the Grecian myths too, they are embedded with a lot of philosophies that at the end of the day make us. Bottom line for me was that I wanted a station where I would write a song that the men folks can listen to, and it will inspire them to be faithful to their woman.
Talking about gospel business, music business as it is. And I know it's so difficult for a lot of gospel musicians or for a lot of promoters to actually sell, aside recording an album and doing even shows. There are for selected few. You've answered some of those questions in your, previous talk and all that, but I still think there must be a way out of this cocoon.
You see, it's unfortunate that the problem that the church has is not even the world. It's not secular artists. I have nothing but respect for a lot of secular artists out there who are working hard. And if I mention that, you agree with me that they're working hard. The problem that the church has is itself. The church is the problem of itself. When you hear about the Illuminati, when you hear about some other cults out there, you know what they do? The big boys, they are not fighting for TV. They don't want to be on air. They are behind the scene. They are saying, we want you to sing about sex. Just brainwash the young people about sex. What do you need? They buy the person off with money. They give him all he needs. They help him to shoot his videos. And you see that artist, all he projects in his video is sex. A lot of people are into it. You see, the church has always had a role to play in our society. The reason why the society is still as sane as it is today is because of the church. However, the church is sitting on its laurels while these things we can do better. Why is it that don't we have big men in the church? In fact, there is serious money in the church. However, you don't see a church person, a rich church person saying, midnight will come. I want you to sing these songs that will bless life, that will draw the hearts of men and young people back to God. I want you to bring back the credibility of Jesus upon their. What do you need? I'll sponsor your video. Who is the best producer that will do your recording? Who is the best? I'll sponsor. Why didn't they call rooftop MCs and say, okay, you guys, you are rappers, you reach to the young generations. I want your music to redirect the heart of young people back to that they need God. Can you do that? They say yes. Okay, how much do you need? Why don't you have people call me? You've celebrated my album. Have you noticed I don't really have videos out there? The reason why it's just because even that one I did it so that the album can have a face. I've been talking with my people here. The reason why I don't have a video is because it's not because I don't have maybe 200, 300 to shoot a video, but I want a video that the class and the quality of it would match up with any video out there, so that people will not continue to look at gospel artists as relegated to the background. You know, but we have money in the church. Look, a lot of people have called me over the phone from within this country and outside, abroad, telling me that's a classic job, it's a great job, but no one has yet said to me, but you don't have a video. Even they've complained that you don't have a video, but they've not said how much does it take to. Meanwhile, I know I can tell you at least one or two secular artists that have gotten favors like that before. Somebody will just call you and say, come and carry this car, you know, come and take this money, because you are doing well, and I am glad about what you are doing for our country. But you don't have that in the church. At best, what they tell you is, well done, good job. I dare to tell you that at the height of Infinity's success, where everybody was shouting our name everywhere, we were broke. Why? Because everybody was just coming to say, good job, great job, wow. But when we were going to go back and start doing our next project, we were at the risk of going to beg to do the next project. You see, so these are the problem. The problem is that you cannot even boast of a serious functioning gospel label in this country. Is it that gospel music is not selling? Of course it is selling. Is it that there's nobody in the church that has money to start up a label that is functioning? And I mean a label that is not that does not belong to a denomination. Because when you have a denomination thing, they will service the people who are their members first. Do you understand? So can't we have a gospel label that is non-denominational, that meets the need? Look, if you're a good gospel artist, no matter your denomination, we will sign you. We will do your videos, we will record you, we will set you up. We don't have anything like that. And you're saying boys are leaving the church and going to do secular. So this problem is because the leaders of the church too have to go back to the drawing board.
Are you ready to give God some crazy praise in here? Come on, say. Follow me, Jesus died, and I have been crucified.
Unfortunately, some of us have a sense of the call, and so whether there is money in gospel music or not, we won't stop.
We won't stop. And just note, finally, what do we expect? We want to see more music.
I don't want to take credit for this office. We are actually in Mr. Wale's office.
Okay.
You know, and what am I doing here? You caught me up here in this studio.
Yeah.
Why? What am I doing here? I'm here to record. I'm recording my next album, and I'm hoping that by the grace of God, you're gonna like it as much as you like the first one.
This is my concern. You're going back to one of my worries. Because the one you have
It's not publicized well enough.
No, so why? And that song, a whole lot of songs are there that people listen to.
Yes. Okay, you know what I told you? I said something to you about not stopping. There are different ways you can apply to this thing. I'm not stopping because
I'm always worried when I say musician just we need to record more. That's how.
The advantage that I have and some other artists out there have is that my work is not a work that they will hear in a year and it will fizzle out. It's a project that 10 years from now it will still, so by the grace of God, if we don't have the money to do the video now, it doesn't mean we will not always have the money to do the video. And anytime we are able to do the video and it comes out, people will want the project again. So for now, since that we've not been able to get enough support and sponsorship for the video, why don't we just, and by the grace of God, the songs are coming. Why don't we continue to write the songs, and if we cannot be on TV for now, at least the radio stations are playing the music, and we are, amen, and we're sanitizing the. Thank you.
Okay, so you are on TV, and you must be everywhere. That's must move everywhere. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You belong to the same generation, and we know you have actually history all the problems that we have, and I hope and I pray that one of these days, I'm sure someone is listening out there, a whole lot is going to be done to gospel music business. We have a lot of potentials in Nigeria, a whole lot, and they're just there, just waiting for someone to promote them. The church, you are listening, you need to do a lot more than you are doing, but we still recommend, we still say thank you to everybody. Thank you, Kenny Corey, for being on the show. I'm so glad.
Some time ago, on my bed, an angel came to me and he asked, Samore, 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 more, Samore, hey, Samore, hey, Samore. Let's give God praise. 1, 2, 3, say, hey! Everybody come on, everybody come on, everybody come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's give God praise. You wanna give God praise?
To all the special people in the world, you know, it's E to the Z, E to the Z, E to the Z, it's easy, baby, E to the Z, E to the Z, E to the Z, it's easy, baby.
I never seen this kind of love before, I used to stand up tall, but now you done make a fall, Anything you want, I could give, you're my lover, my heavenly gift. Anything you want to say, cause I could love you every day, cause you're that one girl. Cause you're that one girl. You're that one girl. You're that one girl.
Yeah, never seen a guy quite like you. You're special, the exception to the rule. Yeah, you're my star, I'm your twinkle, and I love the way you kiss on my dimple. Yeah, when I party's just a talk. Don't say we no go last, then say we just a walk. They wanna imitate us, cause they can't, they're trying to separate us. Yeah, our bond is so strong. When the song ends, the music still goes on. One boy, one girl, one heart, one love, one world.
You're that one girl. You're that one girl. You're that one girl. You're that one girl.
Yeah, see your love so strong that it makes me weak. I'm staying with you. I never make a promise I can't keep. Yes, I'm staying with you. Boy, you know you belong to me. With you I'm so complete. All I'm trying to say is I will love you every day. Yeah, I hold you close to my heart. Yeah, I promise you and I will never part. Yeah, keep on through the stormy weather. Your side is where I am, I'll stay forever. Yeah, I may seem a bit selfish, but I want you for my own. Without you I'm helpless. One boy, one girl, one heart, one love, one world. Yeah,
I never see this kind of love before. Yeah, I used to stand up tall, but now you done make a fall. For you. Anything you want, I could give. You're my lover, my heavenly gift. Anything you want.
I am impressed. I'm falling in love with you. My name I sing, just my ways and be your name. Get your number, I like to talk to you. My butter, no for gutter. Now that I've seen you, actually, I like to know you. Where I'm from now, it never matter. I love you better. Now me be your lover, now me be your master. Come show me your magic. I've got some magic. I love you better. Love you. No be lying. Love me you. No be lying. Love me ọmọ kẹmi yóò tún fa rẹ̀ aṣọ ti gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́gọ́ là ẹyẹ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní bónílé jẹ kó bónílé mu kó jọjọ́ kó yẹ rí ọ̀nà.
kalẹ̀. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Her name not classic, she's so fantastic. I don't lost my logic, yeah, for her magic, yeah. I'm so serious, I'm so curious. Now that I've known ya, come let me show ya. Come to the center, make I enter.
Yeah. Nova dica. Window. DJ, para a música, deixa explicar. Windeck então mambo que quando tá no lume só quer. Windeck. Windeck também são aqueles wey que quando vem em bosque estão no lume se aproveitam só já, pá. Windeck. Mas como é, ué? Windeck então quer dizer o quê? Ué, se não estás a compreender, fica só já. Windeck. Windeck são aquelas boas que para partir o braço para eles comprarem postiço tem que... Windeck. Windeck também são aqueles wey que param já na porta das FAO para dar boleia, mas só querem. Windeck. Windeck.